This is a production of Hockey Night in Oswego, only on WTOP.
Hello and welcome to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. We're here today to see the contest between Oswego State Lakers and Utica Pioneers. I'm Julie Santiago, joined by Lucas McGarry. Lucas, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm ready to watch some college hockey, always ready to watch some college hockey, and I'm just looking for a good game.
Yeah, same here. I think a lot of fans here are excited for this game as well. We have a big crowd that's rooting for both Oswego and Utica. You're going to hear a lot about that throughout the game with the Corbett sisters. And there's just a lot riding on this game today because it is non-conference. However, Utica is first in their conference, UCHC, United Collegiate Hockey Conference, and there's a lot of firsts. They have Haley Maudlin in first with goals, 14. Points, 26 in the conference. Then you have Carolyn Whitney in first in assists with 14 in the conference. There's a lot going on with Utica right now. They're on fire, right, Lucas?
Yeah, absolutely. Utica is a full team. They have everything that they need. They have a goalie who is fantastic in Angela Hawthorne. She is a wall in that goal. They have so many elite scorers on this team, and I think Oswego is going to need a lot of planning for this game.
Right, Lucas, thank you. Yeah, so it's getting started already with one shot to the goal by the Pioneers. Pioneers on the backboard. Malone trying to get it away from the Oswego goal center, but now it's pulled away, rushed away, and they're trying to make it up the ice. Lakers trying to go into Utica's zone. Now there's some blockage by the backboard. Just trying to figure out where they want to put it. Kirkostas over to Bednarik. Bednarik tried with the slap, but it didn't go through. Hawthorne again putting up that wall, like you said, Lucas. A miscommunication over there by Lakers, and it's over by Oswego goalie. Now it's back to Kirkostas up at the center ice, trying to make its way. Pioneers Corbett is trying to see where she's able to put it, but nothing there. And a hard hit over by the right side of the ice. Now, it looks like there's kind of like just who's trying to fight for getting that first, getting that first defense off. But right now it's looking pretty evenly stacked. I know it's just 2 minutes into the game. But we have Pioneers trying to take control. Barrett over, back to the ice. To Haley Maudlin. Maudlin, or there was something there, but it looks like there's just going to be a stoppage. We're actually going to send it to Sydney Selleck down at the ice to see her perspective. Sydney?
Thank you, Jolie and Lucas. Utica this season overall is going 13-1-2. And this past weekend, Utica went on the road and swept the UCHC opponent, Stevenson's University, with a 9-0 win on Friday and a 7-1 victory on Saturday. The Pioneers have been dominating as of late in the UCHC play, outsourcing their opponents by an average of 3.8 goals per game. Utica's strong power plays and penalties kills have been causing havoc this season for opponents. Against Stevenson last weekend, Utica scored 16 goals in 2 games while only allowing 1. In 16 games played this season, the Pioneers have scored 75 goals, averaging 4.69 per game, and the 15 goals Utica allowed in least conference, as they have only let up 6 goals since November 18th. And with that, I'm sending it back to Jolie and Lucas in the box.
Thank you, Sydney, for that recap. Really strong points there to make about all the past games, and that's led them to this one right here. So Utica has made 2 shots so far, and Skavnik made those 2 saves so far, so good. So it's looking like there's just going to be Oswego trying to put some shots up on the board now. Still in center ice. There was a line change before, so we have some couple new Lakers and Pioneers up on the ice. Booth was over trying to see where she could put the puck, but not really able to make that connection, and there's a stoppage.
I think right now Oswego needs to do a little bit of replanning, because I don't know if they were ready for the speed that Utica has so far, because that's all I've seen is Utica has just kind of been outpassing them, and they've been outplaying them, and I think that Oswego needs to find a way to deal with this Utica speed.
Good points, Lucas. Yeah, so when it comes to that, if you're seeing that another team is kind of at a stronger pace than you, what do you now have to do with it being such a fast-paced game and the line changes so fast? Like, do you have to now regroup, get the team captain to say something during one play? Do you need a timeout? What's that like?
Control the puck and slow the pace down. You want to set up your plays on offense, and when you're on defense, you want to make sure that they can't set anything up. And I think Oswego can do a good job of that. They have in the past, and I don't think they'll have any trouble. But right off the bat, they call it we're slipping up.
Now number 21 for the Lakers is taking it around the boundary, trying to see where they're able to pass it up, but actually stopped by Pioneers. There's a struggle over for power on that side. Hull had the puck, but it was passed forward and given to Kirkostas. Kirkostas over, trying to see where she can also find an empty Oswego player. And a slap shot over by number 7, Leah Coley. Not many connections being made right here, but maybe something here with Hull trying to find, and they weren't able to make that connection with number 74, Bednarik. Pioneers takes repossession of the puck, making it way up the ice, and kind of dumps it to make it so that there's time for that line change right now. Oswego taking possession again, but again, another misconnection there. Pioneers back with the puck. Trying to get set up. Suda with the pass. Suda to Maudlin. Skavnak keeps putting up that wall for Pioneers not to get by. Parenti was able to skate by all the other Pioneers and make sure that they weren't able to get possession, and that was a pretty good stop for her on that end, right?
Yeah, absolutely it was. Skavnak's been playing really well so far, and I think she's what's holding us Lakers right now.
Sarah Muller is down on the ice. Sarah Muller's trying to see where she can also find an empty Laker. But Pioneers keep getting repossession of it, and the puck goes along the backboard. Zemlak and Padone kind of making contact there also. This game is not going to be one without physicality for sure, right?
Absolutely not. No, hockey's it's a physical sport, and there's nothing really you can do. You're gonna have a hard time, and you got to be tougher than your opponent. That's pretty much all it is.
Yeah, most definitely. So Pioneers went for a shot, wasn't good, went over Skavnak's head, looked for a second like it was going. Muller's making her way to make some contact with another Pioneer, but it didn't work. And Malone is trying to watch, kind of trying to see where they can put it. Rylot with the puck. Rylot and Malone make contact, and it looks like there's going to be a call on that. But we're going to actually send it down to Madeline Cummings for another sideline report. Madeline?
Thanks, guys. So far this season, Oswego has played a total of 16 games with 8 wins, 7 losses, and 1 tie. They have an average of 2.4 shots on goal per game and a grand total of 428 saves. Oswego is coming out of a loss against Hamilton with a score of 3-1, with the only Oswego goal of the game being scored by junior Ashlyn McGrath in the first period. Jolie, Lucas, back to you.
Talking about the records for...
Yeah, so also the Utica University Pioneers, they're 13-1 and 2 ties overall, but in the conference they're 10-0 with 2 ties. So that's a great kind of scope of all of both teams that are here today and trying to battle it out. You can tell Utica is playing, like we said, at a higher pace, more momentum kind of in their skating, and with the passing as well. But that kind of reflects in their records.
Yeah, absolutely. Right off the bat, I know it's early, but Oswego, they look a little sloppy right now. And I know that they're going to clean it up. They always do. But Utica's taking advantage of it right now.
Yeah, and Skavnak just with that save. That's a lot of shots that have been put up by the Pioneers. But Skavnak is also making sure that nothing's getting by her in what she can protect. Because in her game, it's all about what's near the net. But for the other players, like we said, trying to just make those connections. Puck actually hits Kirkostas right on the head. Kirkostas was able to get back into the game quickly. And there is now a goal! Wow, that was a really sneaky goal over by the Pioneers. Not what they were expecting, for sure.
What a great goal by Jordan Kowalski. As you said, off the head of Kirkostas, which caused a little bit of confusion. And Jordan Kowalski was able to grab the puck and really just sneak it by Skavnak. Skavnak already had a couple shots on goal that she had saved, but if you keep putting the shots on goal, eventually they're going to fall, and Oswego just needs to tighten up that defense. They're looking sloppy, and Utica took advantage of it, and I think Oswego needs to change something up.
Yeah, that was definitely something that we weren't going to see for a second just because of how fast it happened. First, the puck hits Kirkostas and over, like you said, the confusion, but also just like taking advantage of that moment for the Pioneers. Pioneers were able to seek out what went wrong with Oswego and made something happen from it. So that was definitely a really good play by Kowalski, and now there's still a lot more game left. It's 1-0, couple of shots by Pioneers and a few by Oswego, but nothing enough to hit the back of the net. So there's still more shots by Pioneers. Kind of putting on their defense are the Oswego Lakers. Notvak with a pass to the center ice. They're already trying to see where they could put it. Lillis tried to be there right in front of Skavnak to see if she can kind of sneak one in, but it wasn't good right there. Corbett with the shot. Skavnak is able to shut it down.
I think Oswego they look a little panicked right now, and Utica's taking advantage of it, and Skavnak's already playing great. Yeah, she let that goal up, but she's already saved so many shots that maybe shouldn't have happened, but Oswego's defense, they're a little bit sloppy, and the passes aren't connecting, and I think that they need to reconfigure the offense.
Yeah, so from this past season, Utica has been putting up so many shots. Their shot records is 776, and they've made 75 goals. So just looking at that alone, you're thinking, oh, this is going to be a game of you're going to get hit and hit and hit. And compared to Oswego, they're not as strong on shots and goals because they've made 420 shots, but only made 39 of those. So it's something to really think about. I think the coach and players were definitely thinking about this going into this game. So yeah, definitely a good point there. You're going to be hit with a lot, and you need to remember that you're going to be there to take it. So yeah, thanks, Lucas. So Malone up with the pass, center ice, now making her way up, trying to really find the empty holes, but wasn't enough there. Too many people in front of the Tendy. So now it's going to Mac Hull, who's had a great season so far. Malone passes the puck, but it goes right into the leg of Pioneer. Ben Narek trying to make a move here. Didn't think that one of the players, Corbett, was coming out, but she was, so that wasn't going to be a pass. Just Oswego's trying to see where they can be faster than Pioneers, but Pioneers are definitely beating them at this game right now. Pioneer up the top, Sloan with the pass, but doesn't make it all the way to her target. Pass looks like it was going to a Pioneer, but didn't make it. Up the ice, another misconnection. Ben Narek really fighting her way through to see where she can find an empty player. And players are colliding right now. I think there might just be where somebody might want to put that communication down, like this is what we're doing, this is the play we're calling.
Yeah, it's just a communication thing for Oswego right now. Not a lot of their passes are being connected, And they're really not putting any shots on goal, and it's making it very easy for Angela Hawthorne, who is already a fantastic goalie. And so when you don't put shots on her, she's going to be able to save anything you throw at her. And with Utica putting all these shots on Skavnak, who's a fine goalie herself, some of them are going to slip by because you got to have some reliance on your defense. But if your defense isn't helping, you can't do it all by yourself.
Yeah, Hawthorne hasn't really had many shots pushed her way, and if they were very soft ones, so easy to stop. So I think in this period we're might gonna see some plays that are gonna be pushing it forward if Oswego starts thinking about their next play.
Yeah, Oswego, I think they might need to change up their offense a little bit. Mark Digby, I'm sure he's telling his players that, obviously a head coach for the Lakers. But yeah, we're 12 minutes into this game, and the Lakers, they seem a little outmatched. And so I'm assuming that Mark Digby, he will get his players right, and he will make some changes.
Yeah, that bench is really talking right now. I hear them down there really getting into it, telling the players, their teammates, hey, get your heads in it, right? So that's what we hear right here, just feet away from them in the press box. But it looks like they're in their offense right now, Oswego Lakers, trying to see where they want to put it up, trying to see who's open. There's a pass to Shell. Shell back to Hull, back to Shell. But looks like there's some fight with Padone and Shell there. They might have wanted a ref call on that, but nothing was called. Back up, back pass to Lillis, but wasn't made correctly. Kirkostas really skating by. I think she wants to make a play here. Puck is up in the air. Sarah Muller doesn't have her name on the back of her jersey there. Might have fell off at some point, but a miss shot by Sloan on the Pioneers. Nice pass to Lakers in Oswego, but not enough there. Another hit for against the Pioneers. Pioneers kind of setting back, now setting up something. Sloan over, trying to get past, didn't make it through. Oswego's pressure is on the Pioneers right now. Parenti up the ice, trying to make something. Two Pioneers are on Parenti right there. Pioneers are making very short passes. I don't know if you're noticing that, Lucas, in terms of trying to just pass it to the next person, because it is really tricking Oswego Lakers.
Yeah, it's a lot more crisp, and it's smoother than what the Lakers are trying to do, which is make those long passes that set up shots that are breakaways. But the Pioneers are playing it smart, and they have a very crisp offense right now, and they're playing it smart.
And there's a call on the ice. Play is stopped. They're going to set up now towards the middle of the ice right here.
Yeah, I think that Oswego, they are playing better. I think that their defense kind of settled down after that quick burst from the Pioneers, but they still have a lot to work on because the Pioneers are still getting a bunch of shots up, and I think the Lakers really need to improve that offense right now.
Yeah, over by the board, they were having some tussle out of who will have the puck, and Preston trying to find somebody open. Nobody's there, has to go along the backboard. Barrett gets possession of the puck, makes a shot, not good enough, stopped by Hawthorne. Pioneers trying to get possession now, take over this defense, now making it offense, but there's two Oswego Lakers on them. Malone is underneath. No calls have been made. There's a quick line change here for the Oswego Lakers. Bednarik comes right in. Almost triple teamed there. Bednarik trying to find somebody open there with Oswego Lakers one down to start this game. Kirkostas looking for somebody now, and Shell was tapping her stick, seeing who would come. No, there was nothing there. Kirkostas made a shot on goal, And now it's in the Pioneers' possession again. Bednarik was trying by the goalie, trying on Hawthorne, trying to get there, but nothing was making it work.
Yeah, a little bit better offense there. I like the way the Lakers were moving the puck around. And I think that the Pioneers, they now know that the Lakers, they're not a team that can just be run over. That was a good offensive possession, no goal, but they put a couple good shots on, and I think the Lakers they've settled in. And I think this should be a fun game to watch now.
Yeah, refs are talking to Digby right now down by their side. Looks like there might be confusion about a play. Or
yeah, some discussion
a call.
with head coach Mark Digby and the referees, but we're getting back into it now.
Another thing to point out, there haven't been any penalties for this first period. I know it might happen now, but I think that's important to note. For these two teams, penalties have been similar, 67 minutes for both teams. So that's pretty unique for both teams that they're playing have 67 minutes of penalties. Or 67 penalties, my apologies, 67 penalties for both teams. That's pretty unique for both teams to have the same exact number, right? All right, so Oswego Lakers, again, trying to find their offense, trying to find their strong offense right here. Malone with the pass, but it's a big shove by the Oswego Pioneer, and still something over there. It looks like there's now going to be a call. Oswego Lakers went crazy about that one. They really think there was a call.
Yeah, that was a pretty blatant shove in the back, so I think that she is going to go in the box. That is Autumn Mish. Yeah, pretty blatant shove in the back, and then after that, another shove into the wall. So Lakers on a power play, and I'm excited to see what they do here. Let's see if they can score.
Yeah, so Malone now and passes it to Hull. Hull trying to see, or Shell, sorry. Malone passes it, gives a nice shot, goes off of Hawthorne's mask, but doesn't go in. There was a cross-checking call against Mish over by the Pioneers. So this power play is very important for Oswego now. Some struggle over on the glass, trying to see who can get it out. Shell stops it from going further. Shell to McGrath. McGrath trying to see where she can put it. Shot! Makes a shot to Hawthorne. Hawthorne is able to block it. There's another struggle behind the net. A lot of passion right now trying to get this done. They have 55 seconds. Corbett is coming out. Coley is able to stop it from going further down the ice into Pioneers zone. Pioneers look like they're going to take possession of this one, slap it away, and they bring it down the ice. Skavnak stops, making it kind of easier for Coley to pick it up. Lakers are trying to see where they can put this with 20 seconds left on the clock. Parenti stopped by two Pioneers. Pass back, but Kirkostas takes over. That was a blatant hit, but no call. Hull over to Bednarik. Bednarik makes a shot, and they're back to full strength for the Pioneers. Pass by Pioneer. Shot on goal, but Skavnak makes a block there. More struggle there for the Pioneers, trying to see where they can put where they can get somebody open, because Pioneers haven't really been open right now in these last couple minutes.
Yeah, the Lakers have been playing a lot better. Obviously, that power play helped, but I think that they've really settled in, and now the offense is looking good.
Another line change coming in. Burke. Mucha coming in fast, trying to make herself known. And a stop of the play. It's 1 minute, 15 seconds left. What are you thinking right now? What's Oswego have to do? What does Pioneers have to do?
I think Oswego just needs to put more shots on the goal. They offense, like I said, they settled in and they're looking better, but the Pioneers, they're still quicker than them, and I think that they just need to toughen up that defense.
Booth over by the side of the ice. 1 minute is remaining. Zemlak with the pass up. Tadia trying to see where the Pioneer will put it, but nothing is there. It's kind of a lone puck at the moment. Grabbed up by Booth again. Booth takes it up the ice. And Pioneers look like they want to make something happen in these last 30 seconds of the game. Taken over by Coley. Coley with the pass. McGrath over with a shot, stopped by Hawthorne. 15 seconds left on the clock. Puck is in the air, giving it some time to fall. Nothing's there. 5 seconds. Pioneers just want to hold on to it before anything happens. But it looks like there's something there for Oswego, but not enough in time. All right, so we will send this over to Madeline for the rest of this period. So this is just a couple of shots put up by Utica, with Oswego having put up also a couple, but definitely in the beginning of this, Utica was putting up so much. So I think that if they can get back into that, it would definitely be in their best favor and in their best interest, because when they were putting it on Oswego, they were able to do it. So what do you think of this, Lucas?
I think that Utica was way too quick for Oswego in that first period, and Oswego, like I said, they calmed down as the period went on, but at that beginning, they had that confusion. Puck got hit on the head, and Utica was able to capitalize and score that goal, and now Oswego is down in the hole coming into the second period. But I think Oswego, they can play better. That defense looked stout at the end of the period. Their offense looked much better, especially on that power play. They were connecting with their passes. They were much crisper. They were putting shots on the goal. Obviously, though, Hawthorne is fantastic in the goal. She doesn't let anything by her. And Skavnak with a great first period, too. She did let up that goal, but still a bunch of saves on what seemed like a bunch of other goals or shots should have gone in. And I think that Oswego is ready to make some changes. I'm sure Mark Digby will be talking about that in the locker room, and I'm ready for a good second period.
Well said. Thank you, Lucas. So we're going to send this down to Madeline Cummings, our sideline reporter, to talk to one of the players. Madeline?
Thanks, guys. So I'm here with Rachel Corbett, number 18. And Rachel, you are coming out of a loss, so how has that impacted your mindset going into this game?
Yeah, I think that's huge that we lost to Hamilton. They're a great team. So I honestly think it only made us better. And we can learn from the mistakes that we made in that game and put them into this one, because obviously Utica is a great team as well. And I think it only just helped prepare us to make better puck decisions and just be smarter about what we're doing out there.
That's great. So I heard you are playing against your sister this game, correct? So how does that feel?
It's awesome. We get to do this once a year, so it's a dream come true. It's what you dream of, playing against your sister, and my whole family's here and more. So I'm just very lucky, and I feel very loved, and I'm very appreciative of all of them.
Yeah, so 50 family members is what I heard. I was talking to them. How does that feel, just to have such a huge turnout? I mean, they're almost all of the fans in the audience today.
Yeah, it's awesome, especially with all the winter session games. We don't get too many fans, so having them out there, it definitely adds a little oomph to the game, and it helps us bring up the energy on the bench, so it's been fun.
Well, great. Thank you so much, Rachel. Now, Jolie, Lucas, back to you guys.
Thank you, Madeline and Rachel. So this was a crazy period in the sense of seeing a team start off kind of feeling it out, feeling how they're going to play, and then going right into it. And now it's looking like the rest of the game is going to be intense. I saw them fighting to the end, so we're going to see how this plays out. Stay tuned for this on WTOP 10. I'm Jolie Santiago.
And I'm Lucas McGarry.
All right. Welcome back to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. We're here to watch Utica and Oswego face off today. So, Lucas, give us a recap of last period.
Yeah, pretty much. Utica just I think they outplayed Oswego a little bit, and they caught them off guard right at the beginning. Obviously, a little mishap. There was a puck off of someone's head. I believe it was Kier Costas, and Kowalski snagged the puck and put it by Skavnak. Skavnak obviously still had a great game. Utica put up 10 shots. Only one of them landed, so Skavnak still with a bunch of saves. And Oswego put up 8 shots in goal. They looked good at the end of the period. I really think their offense started to get going. They settled in. It was just a little panicky at the beginning because Utica had that speed on him and Oswego wasn't ready for it. But I think Oswego's ready for it. I'm sure Mark Digby talked to him, got them all ready, and I think Oswego's going to come back better than ever in the second period.
Thank you for that, Lucas. So Malone and the Pioneers are up at the center ice, and Pioneers are able to snag that first face-off of the second period. Kowalski and Malone were facing off, and it looked like there was going to be kind of some backing for Pioneers to come off of, because Pioneers started off last period strong, and I knew that when they were lined up there that they would kind of have that mentality that they wanted to do the same thing. You know, when you go into the locker room, that's what coach is probably saying, right, Lucas?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to start off the same way. All right, Pioneers up over in their zone, trying to get it out, make it its way to Oswego's Skavnak. But it's stopped over for Lakers. Mac Hull up at the ice, trying to make her way up. Not enough. Pioneers kind of stopped it there. Back to Van Dam now. Van Dam is in the game for the first time. Hull passes it to Kirkostas. Kirkostas wasn't able to connect with it, but is coming close to Pioneers. Pioneers goalie, Hawthorne, looked like she went outside her box, and kind of there was a miscommunication there between another Pioneer, because that didn't look too good for a second, only because the skates are so close to her hands. But they're stopped over. Preston puts it away, but it's in the box. So she shrugged as she did that. That's funny. So, yeah, that was first stoppage of the game. Minute and a half in. What'd you see, Lucas?
Pretty even so far. Obviously, like you said, only a minute and a half in. Not much to really analyze, but I think Oswego, they're containing the speed a little better, and I think they look better than in the first period.
Mm-hmm. So Prenti was in that face-off for Oswego. In the first period, she made 100% of those face-off wins. That one was not hers. It was for the Pioneers. In Lakers zone, trying to take it away, playing on that offense. Stopped by Pioneers in the corner. And a missing stick. Looks like they might be calling a slashing for a Laker.
It does. Yep, it looks like they're going to call a slashing, and that is not good for the Lakers. That will be Erica Parenti going in the box for 2, and the Lakers are really going to have to thicken up that defense now, especially with Utica's speed. Utica's got 5, Oswego's only got 4, so they're going to be quick passes, and I'm expecting Utica to put a lot of shots on goal in this power play.
Right, and Malone for Oswego gets that face-off, but still there's a struggle over there. Just trying to remember, it's 4 of the Oswego players against these 5. Kind of riding the board over for Pioneers. Kowalski trying to get it away. Trying to make a connection to Kowalski, wasn't able to. A lot of Lakers over on the end. Corbett going against Kirkostas. Shell against Kowalski. A lot of matchups here. Anybody that's standing out right now to you, Lucas?
I would say Kowalski, just because she had that really nice goal in the first period.
Kirkostas was really close with that goal there. That was going to be something, but like we said, Hawthorne putting up that wall.
Yeah, Hawthorne is really, really superb in goal. She rarely lets anything by her.
Shell and Stefani also trying to have kind of that face-off together, who will get the puck first, but ended up being for the Pioneers. Sloan and Shell. Then it was Zemlak. Pioneers making the connection over on the Oswego side. Skavnak looking where the Pioneers are going to put it. Was going to be a shot, but went off the of the skate of one of Oswego's players. And contact there. Looked like it was two Pioneers that hit into each other. Kirkos coming to the goal, not able to make it, but Oswego is back at full strength now. Parenti is in the game. Burke going to the ice, trying to go past over behind the net. Passes it to Parenti. Parenti passes it to Van Dam. Over on the boards and on the glass, there's a lot of physicality there. The Pioneers taking control of the puck right now. Van Dam trying to stop them in any way. And there is a stop there against the Pioneers. Oswego playing really good defense right now. A lot of action in the center ice. Corbett trying to really follow that puck, see if she can find anybody that's open. And Corbett's right there. Take it. Stopped by Pioneers. Short passes between the Lakers. They need to find somebody open. McGrath was able to find Corbett. Corbett making her way past many Pioneers there, not able to connect to the back of the net. Shell up a pass. Pass is intercepted. A lot of contact. Coley really trying to make a break. Pioneers make a shot, and it's saved by Savnak. What a save. Right there, that was looking like it was going in the net because nobody was in front, but Skavnak was ready to put something down and make that wall.
Yeah, great save by Skavnak. Oswego is looking much, much better with their offense right now. A lot crisper, and the defense looks better. They shut down that whole power play that Utica had. Utica, I think, put on maybe one shot, but a lot better looking on defense right now for the Lakers.
Pioneers passing it down the ice, trying to see some lines come out. Oswego's also trying to just set up where they want everybody to be. Hull not finding an Oswego player just yet. Looks like Pioneers are playing a little bit back. What do you think about that, Lucas?
I think that they have a one-goal lead, and I think they're trying to play a little bit more conservative, maybe chill on the speed so they can conserve their energy and play much better defense so that the Lakers can't score.
Oswego Lakers, Bednarik coming across. Now it's gotten away. The puck's really in the Utica zone, and they're going to call an icing there.
Yeah. The Pioneers, they are playing a lot slower of a second period. Obviously, with that one-goal lead, you can play a little bit more comfortable, but you don't want to get too comfortable. That's how you lose that lead. I think the Lakers can take advantage of this if they just play quicker, and they take advantage of the comfort that the Utica thinks they have.
Oswego wins that face-off, but still trying to get it out of Oswego's zone. Really struggling there. So if you win that face-off, you really want to take it away, get it out. But it is back in Utica's zone. Parenti and Rylett kind of hit one another over on the boards. Parenti taking control. Parenti back with the puck. Parenti puts it away. Barrett on for the Pioneers, also struggling with the other Lakers. Lakers are really seeing where they can find an empty player, but it doesn't seem like anybody's really open. Everybody has somebody on them, and I think that's Utica playing really good defense.
Yeah, absolutely. No, Utica's playing very good defense right now, and I believe that is going to be another Laker penalty. Yeah, it is. That is going to be a penalty on Riley Preston. So another power play for Utica. Oswego played great defense on that last Utica power play, and so they want to do that exact same thing again. But I think Utica can absolutely capitalize here, quicken that pace, keep those passes crispy, and I think they can score a goal here.
Pioneers go for a shot, goes off of the backboard over there. McGrath really dumps it out. Pioneers trying to find where one of the players can put it. Almost looks like that could have been called for a slashing over for McGrath. Pioneers getting away with the puck. Puck kind of went off of Malone's foot, off her skate there. Malone really trying to get possession of the puck. Slap shot over by the down to the ice. Ben Narek comes in, Malone is out, Booth is in, Van Dam's in. Couple different line changes there. Trying to get new energy in. Corbett really working the ice. Puts a back pass over, stopped by the stick. Kirkostas working up the ice. Bednarik really making her way. Doesn't get past Hawthorne though.
Yep, good breakaway by the Lakers. They're keeping control of the puck, and I like the way they're playing defense right now. They're playing much better than they did in the first period, especially with this power play. A lot of threat when you're on the power play, when you're on the short side of the power play. That was a great breakaway, but obviously Hawthorne, she's not going to let something like that in. You're going to need something really special to get a goal past Hawthorne.
Yeah. The arena got really quiet as Kirkostas was one of the green inside of the orange net there. Looked like they were really angry about that. Now, off of Whitney's skate, goes to the Pioneers. Pioneers trying to make something, but really stopped by Oswego Lakers. Lakers putting up good defense, protecting Skavnak from any pucks moving her way. There's 20 seconds left on the penalty. Left on this power play. Pioneers not really getting by. Bednarik working around the back of the net, trying to find a pass to Kirkostas. Kirkostas working it, not making anything. Pioneers get repossession of it. And Lakers are at full strength. Parenti comes on the ice hot, trying to get in the middle of Elliott and Kowalski. Skavnak gives the puck to Shell. Shell's not able to connect. Pressure on Pioneers. Oswego's giving a lot of pressure to the Pioneers right now. Mush is playing back, but Buxton passes it up to Mucha. Mucha's working her way over on the right side, trying to find somebody open. So close, but not enough for Parenti. And Buxton. Buxton working up the ice, and there's a goal! Another goal for Utica Pioneers. That's Erica Schaefer.
Yeah, great shot by Erica Schaefer. Just a quick wrister, and she snuck it right by Skavnak on a breakaway, so there was really no chance for her to miss that. There wasn't any defenders for to help Skavnak, and Schaefer got the buck, and she did what any other hockey player would do, and she took the shot and she scored. And I think that Oswego needs to reconnect after that one.
You immediately feel the energy of the Oswego Lakers after that, just standing still, not really happy about any other performance, not really talking about what just happened. I think it's either that they're ready to go or they might be feeling defeated. Which one?
I think that they're ready to go. They need to come back into this game right now, and they know they can. And I think that they need to play a lot more aggressive right now.
That was a hard hit to the Pioneers, to Oswego by the Pioneers. Kaylin Tadia hit on that board over there.
Yep, that
and
will be.
They're wanting something. They're wanting a call, it seems, from the Oswego
they
bench.
Got it. That will be Utica's star player, Haley Modlin, who has really had a fantastic past weekend. 2 goals and 3 assists in a sweep against Stevenson. And yeah,
those types of hits.
Oswego's going to go on the power play right here. And this is a great chance for them to get a goal back. They're down 2-0, but if they can make it a 1-goal game, they are right back in it.
Yeah, those types of hits definitely hurt. You could see that from a mile away. Her neck
yeah,
hits
absolutely.
back.
That was a big hit, and I am just hoping that she's okay.
Yep. Oswego needs one more player out there. Mucha's going in. Malone's at the face-off for Oswego, and they get it. Oswego in their power play. Shell passes it over to Malone. Malone looking. Shell goes for a pass over to Hull. Not enough, no connection. McGrath gets the pass. McGrath working her way up against Kowalski. Kowalski's really pushing her against the board and the glass. McGrath gets back up. Puck is dumped over to Savnak. Hull is in. Hull's coming in hot. Hull's trying to work her way up the ice now. Again, against the board by 2 defenders, McLaughlin and Kowalski. Oswego's there, and they're able to make it. Mac Hull. Mac Hull saw that opportunity.
What a great comeback by Oswego. Rachel Corbett with the fantastic pass, and Mac Hull slotted it right under Angela Hawthorne. And like I was talking about, you want a fantastic shot to put it on goal, and you're rarely going to get one across Hawthorne. They did it there, and that is exactly what they needed to get back into this game. The Lakers are right back.
You know, last time I was saying, what do you think? Are they feeling like they're kind of down, or they let's go? And you said let's go, and that's proving it right here. That was a great pass, great goal overall. Just great sportsmanship there too between the players trying to get that pass working, that communication. So that was really, really good to see. Overall, in hockey, just watching great plays like that, that's what you want to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. That was great teamwork. Everything that they needed to go right on that power play did. All of their passes connected, and Corbett, one of the celebrities of the game, along with her sister, she had a great moment, and I'm sure that everyone in the stands, all of her family watching, are so proud of her. But we actually do have another penalty. That will be...
Kirk Costas is in the box right now.
Costas.
Trying to figure out.
So Oswego goes right back on the shorthand of a power play, and Utica can take that 2-goal lead again if they connect on a couple passes here.
Not sure this is what you want right after getting that first goal, getting up on the board, but Malone trying to make a quick break. Malone wanting somebody to be open behind her. McGrath comes in. Van Dam over on the center ice, trying to be stopped by Maudlin Padone. The puck gets away from Van Dam. Van Dam's got to come out. She's staying in to try and defend against Rylett. Barlett. Kirk Costas was called on a high sticking, so that's going to grant her 2 minutes, but just a minute now. But Oswego needs to stay on their defense due to the fact that Pioneers coming in with fresh skates. Corbett trying to keep Mucha off. Barrett Back to Corbett. Corbett not able to make connection with Whitney, too far ahead. Whitney's on the back end of the net. Already down. Mucho was down and still was able to make that pass to the Laker. Shot on goal, but not enough from Whitney. Whitney takes all of the loose puck right now. And there's a pass over, but not there. Skavnak is watching that goal like a hawk. That was another push off. Mish was doing that shot on goal, but another block and save. The Lakers are now at full strength again. It's evenly matched. Let's see what happens. All the way down the ice for an icing, but it's looking like they're not gonna. They're calling it an icing, but it looks like it might be something else due to the fact that Pioneers were already set down there.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion down below. Not sure. I think they're just gonna call the icing, but back to 5-on-5. Lakers with another great defensive possession, holding Utica to nothing on that power play. The defense is looking very stout right now.
With 5.5 minutes left in this game, Lucas, what do you think Oswego and the Pioneers have to do?
Oswego, I think they just need to keep pressuring on offense, and the Pioneers need to hold this lead.
Yep. Pioneers still trying to push on the Oswego Lakers, trying to make something happen. They're really putting shots up on the board. Oswego's fighting back with what they can, but the penalties, if they're keep getting called, you know, I don't know how that will really work out. But Van Dam is over at the ice. They're waiting for Oswego Lakers to face off. Looks like it might be Bednarik or McGrath. McGrath will face off against Pioneers, and it's the Pioneers. Valtnoy with the pass. Shaford over for the Pioneers, trying to stop Lakers. Preston really moving fast down the ice, trying to make contact with Corbett. Corbett wasn't able to get it. It was still up in the air. The puck was still up and not able to be on the ice, making it harder to pass. Kirkostas also trying to make her way. She's put a lot of shots up on goal. She's against 3 Pioneers right now. Waiting for a loose puck. Van Dam trying to get it. Kirkostas now has it. And it's just going to ride along the board. Oswego's trying to see where they want to put it as well. Kirkostas again trying to stop the puck from getting in Pioneers' hands. And refs are calling a stop of play.
I like the way that the Lakers are pressuring on offense right now. They're keeping the Pioneers on their toes. The Pioneers, they have that 2-1 lead, but obviously one goal and can change the entire momentum of the game. And I like the way the Lakers are keeping them honest and making sure that they're still playing hard.
Yeah, Shell is really on them as well, making that aggressive plays to the net and also staying back aggressively, making sure nothing gets past her. I like that Shell's doing that. That was a good example of it. Shell kind of gets the ball, gets the puck away from any Pioneer, but it went back to them because Pioneers are really on top of that right now, trying to get it. So Corbett with the puck. Now Lilius. No real connections have been made in the last couple minutes. I don't know if you've noticed that, Lucas.
Yeah, nothing. It's been a little sloppy. Obviously, we're coming into the end of the second period. Players are tired, and you're going to have a lot of misconnections on these passes, but both teams are still playing really hard.
Really trying to use the boards as giving them that kind of backing to help them. But it looks like they're trying to rush it. Pioneers trying to rush to the goal. Nothing was able to be made. Pioneers are really trying to get there. But so is Oswego Lakers. Burke is really riding on top of Mish, making sure nothing gets past her. The audience, the crowd here is really looking like they want some calls to be made a couple of times. A lot of cheers, but a lot of no. And
looks like we're getting another penalty. Shove in the back by Courtney Staniszewski. So another power play for Oswego, and we know what happened on the last power play for Oswego, a goal. And this is what they need to make this game dead even again. They got 2 minutes and 2:39 left on the game clock, and if they score here, they are in great position going into the third period.
Shell with the pass to Malone. This is repeating history. This is exactly how it was before. McGrath missed the puck. Buxton gets control of it again, but it's dumped by the Pioneers. Pioneers trying to get a hold of it as well. All about control. This game is all about control. Who's in control and who can keep it for longer as well. McGrath not able to find the puck, really getting lost. Stefanini with the pass, but not enough for Sloan. Sloan goes over the net. Oswego Lakers really trying to communicate here, but passes aren't connecting. Puck dumped over on Oswego's side. Hull wanting to get the pass. Hull gets it. Hull working her way up. No defenders on her. Passes it along the board. It goes to Kirkostas. Kirkostas back over to Corbett. To Coley now. Coley looking for an open spot. Something was there, but not enough. Too many defenders over in front of the net. A lot of fans cheering for Oswego right now, and it's dumped again. There's a line change for the Utica Pioneers. Digby really wanting a call to be made if you hear him from his bench. And 1 minute is remaining in this second period. Oswego really taking control now. Buxton over with the pass to Bednarik. Bednarik with the shot on goal, but not enough because Hawthorne was able to stop it. Bednarik wanting to get that pass too. Corbett up on center ice, trying to find the empty slot, not able to make it, goes over the net and over Hawthorne. Van Dam with a shot on goal. It's blocked. Players pushed, shoved all the way to the ground. Kirkostas down as well. There's 5 seconds left in this period, and there's something happening over there by the end board. So, wow, a lot happened at the end of that game. At the end of that period. They are definitely tired out. You can tell right now. What do you think, Lucas? What are you going to be telling your players if you were coach in the locker room?
I think for Mark Digby, I think you're telling them that you're going to this last period with the momentum. They have been out playing Utica to finish out the period. They had that power play to end it. Maybe a couple missed calls by the refs. Obviously, Mark Digby thinks so, but it's up to the refs' discretion. And Oswego played very well to end the period. And I think Utica, I think it's time for them to make some changes, tune it up, and they are focusing solely on defense in this last period. They're up by 1. They got 20 minutes left of game time, and I think that head coach Dave Clausen, he's going to go in, tell his players, be ready for anything, but be stout on defense, and don't let up another goal, and you have this game in the bag.
Thank you, Lucas, definitely. And we are now going to send it down to Sydney Selleck, who's going to share a little bit from a player's perspective. Sydney.
Thank you, Jolie. I'm here with Mac Hull coming off that goal in the second quarter. Coming off that big play, can you just kind of walk me through what happened on that play, like what you saw?
I don't really remember it much, but I just know that we had the puck up the ice, and I just remember seeing 3 people against 1, and I just kind of crashed the net and somehow got it, and I don't even remember watching it go in. So.
Perfect. That's how it always is. And I've been seeing some like physicality and some aggression. Like, can we expect to see more of that going into the third period?
I definitely think we can see more. I think we're not getting some of the calls that we want to see, which we know that like maybe they're not calling a little bit of the calls that should be called. I know it's kind of heating up. We're just trying to play an aggressive game. It like leads us to more offensive zone and D-zone breakouts, so I can expect to see more aggressiveness and physicality.
Yeah. What would you say the most important thing is heading into this last period?
I think just keeping our heads up. I mean, it's a 2-1 game, but we got to act as if it's a 0-0 game. We got that goal in the second period, and just building momentum off of that, and just keep going, moving our feet and getting more shots on net to test the goalie.
Awesome. Well, good luck. And with that, I'm going to send it back up to the perch with Jolie.
Thank you, Sydney, and thank you, Mac. That was Mac's 7th goal of this season. So a lot more left from her and the rest of her teammates, but also for the Utica Pioneers. A lot to go here, and we are really looking at going to be a close contest with this last period. So what do you think, Lucas, going into this? Is there going to be more of that, you think?
It's going to be an even match, and it's going to be a tough, gritty final. 2-1, great game so far. Both teams started out a little sloppy, but they played great in the second period, and I'm looking forward to this third period where I am ready to see some players come out and shine.
Thank you, Lucas. Yes, so I'm Julie Santiago, and this was your second period, but we're going to be having more right after the break. Welcome back to the face-off between Oswego State Lakers and Utica Pioneers. I'm Julie Santiago, here with me, Lucas McGarry, and we're watching a really good game today, right, Lucas?
Yeah, absolutely. 2-1 going into this third period. Oswego looked so much better in the second period than they did in the first period. And second period, a lot of physicality. 5 penalties, 3 for the Pioneers and 2 for Oswego. Or I'm sorry, 3 for Oswego and 2 for the Pioneers. But Oswego was able to capitalize on one of those. A great goal by Mac Hall, assisted by Rachel Corbett. And Angela Hawthorne, the goalie for the Pioneers, has had a ton of saves, 18 of them. And only that one goal in the power play. She has been playing fantastic, but Skavnak has also been playing well, the goalie for the Lakers. 13 saves for her and only 2 goals allowed. And I am ready for a great third period, and I expect it to be just as physical as the second.
Well said. Malone and Kowalski over at the center ice. Malone gets that face-off for the Oswego State Lakers. And it's already put down, made sure, hey, it's mine, and that's Hawthorne over for the Utica Pioneers.
Yeah, I'm ready for the Lakers to really put the pressure on Utica in this final period. They need a goal bad. They have 20 minutes to do it, plenty of time. And with the offense looking as crisp as they have been, I'm sure that they're going to get one.
Pioneers trying to make some connections there, but Oswego State Lakers pick it up where they left off. Over at the back corner, kind of trying to fight off between Pioneers and Lakers right here, seeing who can get it. There's been a lot of falls. The ice is really slippery right now, but throughout this game, it's been a lot of physicality because of these two teams going so head-to-head. They're very passionate about this game. You know, the sisters, the Corbett sisters for both teams, just overall being 2-1. It's an important game for both guys, for both teams. And also, while it's non-conference, Utica University has had a really good season, so they're just trying to keep it up, going through colleges and universities that they played at, really keeping up their momentum, making sure their name is known. Hey, we've been doing really good. We're practically undefeated. Like, we're good. So I think that's why they're coming in so hard. And Oswego State wants to make it known, hey, we're really good too. But that was a missed shot by University Pioneers. Bednarik for Oswego State Lakers, making her way up the ice with 3 people on her. 3 of Utica Pioneers. Hull with the pass, but goes right to a Pioneer. Over to Sloan. Suda. And it's stopped by Savnak. Savnak really trying to just make it known too, like Hawthorne just did. This is mine. I'm going to keep saving it all day, all day.
Yeah, a little bit of chaos to start, back and forth. And these teams are very evenly matched right now. Then they are both ready to play.
Pioneers put up a shot right off the face-off, trying to sneak attack in a way, Oswego State Lakers, but it didn't get through. Van Dam really making her way too, first year over, really making some movement, working up and down the ice most of this game. Mucha passes over, trying to see where they want to put it as well. Parenti put it away, but it wasn't to an Oswego State Laker. Pioneers grab possession of it. Sloan with the pass. Pass isn't enough. It's right in front of Savnak. Savnak is not able to fully stop it, but it is pushed away by Oswego State Lakers. Parenti making her way down the ice solo. Really close, though, was number 4, Maya Booth. Now it's back in Oswego's zone.
Yeah, great run by the Lakers there. Just a little bit off on that pass. Maya Booth was there. She had it. But just a little bit forward with the pass by Parenti, but a great run by Oswego. That's how you put the pressure on Utica. Get them scared, get them nervous, and really show them that this offense is ready and willing to score that final goal.
Oswego grabs that face-off right from Pioneers' skates over there, but then wasn't able to make that connection to the back of the net. Still over in the Pioneer zone. Pioneers push it away, really getting it out. And it's looking like it'll be called for another icing.
Yeah, keeping it in the Utica zone. The Lakers are playing well, and I like the way that they are putting on the pressure. I've already stated it many times. But Utica, all they need to do is hold Oswego and make sure they don't score. Oswego is the one that really does have the pressure on them, but putting on that offensive pressure, it makes Utica nervous, and that's what you want, and that's how you get mistakes, and that's how you capitalize on those mistakes.
Yeah, really taking that athlete's perspective of all of this. They're going to be going into a timeout.
Timeout called by Utica.
Yeah, Utica just needs also to regroup in this sense. With all of this being a fast-paced game, what do you have to do in the last minutes of this game, in the last period of this game? You still have some time, but knowing that it is really counting down.
Yeah, Utica, what they need to do is regroup, really just kind of refigure that defense, and I'm sure that Dan Clausen is going to make those changes that are needed. He's going to tell his players what they need to hear. And on the other side, what Mark Digby is going to say is pretty much what anybody's saying in this arena. You need a goal. Keep that pressure on. Offense needs to stay crisp like they have in that second and right now. They are looking good, but obviously Hawthorne is still in goal. She's not going anywhere, and that is a wall that is very hard to get a goal past, and Oswego is going to have a tough task ahead of them trying to get a goal by them.
Yeah, 17 minutes left in this period and left in the game. Shell with the pass to Corbett. Corbett passes to Malone. Malone made that quick slap shot over to Hawthorne. Hawthorne looked like she almost wasn't ready for it, but it did get blocked. Now Pioneers have repossession of the puck. Malone seeking out who's there, who's not. And it looks like they're going to all try and go to the Utica zone and see where they can put it. Corbett is really on top of the puck these last couple minutes. Back to the Pioneer. A lot of talking in this arena right now. They're really trying to get to one another, tell them what they want to see. Really calling out to your teammates and letting everybody know where they are. Everybody in this, at least on Oswego's team and Utica team, is really communicating at this moment. And I don't know if we've really seen that too much in the last periods.
Yeah, no, I've just lots of great communication, but the Lakers put a great couple shots on there. But like I said before, Hawthorne is tough to score on, and it's going to be difficult.
So you have the battle of who will take this puck away, and it's going to be for Preston to really gain it. Kirk Costas over down the ice, looking for who's open. Passes it to Preston. Not the best pass, only because she was not set yet, so it just went right past her skates and was too far in front of her. Preston trying to gain it back to Bednarik, but Bednarik passes it, not really seeing who was there. Schaefer trying to get momentum on the puck as well. Ryder over by the Pioneer bench, and there's a line change for the Pioneers. New skates, new energy right now. It's passed to Suda, but was unintended to be from Oswego Lakers. Zemlak really chasing it down, and they're going to call another icing.
Yeah, keeping it in the Utica zone. All these icing calls are just kind of showing that Utica doesn't really know what to do with the puck right now. They look a little bit nervous that Oswego's offense is really putting that pressure on, and this is the chance where you want to catch Utica making a mistake, and that's where you capitalize and score the game-tying goal.
Parenti looking to win this face-off for Oswego, and she does it. She was able to make it happen. They're wanting calls over for that hit over on the back side. Pass over to Oswego State Laker. Not enough there. Mucha, another pass shot. Almost there as well. But not enough for Oswego State Lakers, trying to really play their offense but also play their defense. And it's stopped by Hawthorne.
Another great offensive possession, and Hawthorne just doing what she does, and that is protecting the goal from the puck. And Oswego is doing everything they can, and it just seems like Hawthorne is a barrier that they can't overcome. But with shots peppering her, one of them has to fall, and you just keep putting the shots on, and one of them just might.
Yes, and Pioneers grabbing it. Sloan with the shot, but it doesn't make it. It was kind of off to the side, actually, so Savnak was able to really adjust her body to where where the puck was going, and caught it right in between. So that was definitely probably an off play. It might have went off of somebody's stick there. Pioneers back with possession. Again, another misconduct, but they were able to grab it and put a shot up. Not enough for Savnak, though, because she stopped it. Oswego State Lakers fighting over by the boards against a couple Pioneers. Muller gains possession of it, being stopped by 2. Muller's on the ground. There's a lot of pushing, and it doesn't seem like they're able to really make that contact due to everybody being very physical. Preston chasing down the puck. Savnak was able to stop it 3 times, back to back to back. Oh, and it looks like there's something going on there between a couple of Oswego State players and one Pioneer.
Little bit of a scuffle there, but yeah, a couple of shots peppered on Skavanek. Skavanek being that wall that she pretty much always is, and great defense there. And a little bit of scuffle. Obviously, Oswego don't want to mess with their goalie, so you're going to keep them away. And great defensive possession there by Oswego.
Yeah, and Oswego just needs to stay out of the box right now. So Parenti, I know, was having something with Kowalski right now, but just to avoid that because of the fact that there's been things that have happened. And Savnak really putting up that wall again, but there's looking like there's another scuffle. Really getting it into an intense game once again.
Yeah, the goalie box you cannot be in the goalie box pretty much. It's an unwritten rule of hockey. If you are not the goalie and you are not on that team, you are not allowed to be in there. So obviously Skavanek, her teammates, they're going to come in for her. If you're trying to hit her with your stick, they're not going to go for that. So there's going to be some scuffling. And I'm glad the scuffle's over, and now we actually do have a penalty on Courtney Staniszewski. And so Oswego, great attempt for a chance at a power play. Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. It is 4-on-4 for fighting with Rhea Zemlak as well. So it will be 4-on-4.
Yeah, what I was just saying was trying to stay out of that penalty box, but right after that, it happened. So now they're both in a power play. Let's see what could happen now. And that was a slick save. Wow, that looked like it was going in for a second, right?
Yeah, very smooth by Skavanek. Just a great glove save right there. And a great shot by Utica, but Skavanek was quicker.
But they're going to keep putting shots on Savnak, so they really have to get it out the Oswego zone if they want to avoid any attempt for that. Another one right there. So if they could push it out to the other side of the ice, really gives Savnak a break before something actually does happen.
Yeah, great shot again, or great try by Utica. Skavanek playing great in this 4-on-4 scenario, and Utica will really try and put the pressure on here.
Oswego gaining possession, pushing it down like we were saying before, trying to get it away from Savnak. Malone passes it right to Shell. Shell goes for a shot, but it's blocked. Not enough in time for where everybody was positioned. You really have to go around that. But Maudlin is on the hunt for that puck, really trying to get it. Oswego gains it back. Hull looking for an open spot, wasn't able to get it past Hawthorne. Fighting for the puck on this side. Van Dam looking for an Oswego Laker. Can't really seem to get one. Could have passed it to Hull right there. Hull's open. Bednarik on top of McLaughlin. Bednarik trying to get the puck away from any Pioneer. Van Dam again with the puck. Pass it up the ice to Hull. Hull wasn't able to really find where she wanted to put that. And it gets past Van Dam. Preston is able to get it around 2. Van Dam is coming out. And Shell is back in. Shell's really good at staying back and able to make the puck not go past their line of fire. McGrath staying on Pioneers. They're really playing the board game right now. Right, Lucas?
Yeah, playing just bounce it off the board, but in a 4-on-4 scenario, there's a lot less offense that you can create with less people to work with, but we're back to even strength now, 5-on-5. We got 11:20 to go. Oswego still down by a goal, and they have their work cut out to them. They have a lot that they need to do and a lot that they need to change and really get that offense back to what it was in the second period, and I'm looking for them to change that.
Yeah, Bednarik gets that face-off over in center ice. Utica Pioneers trying to make their offense stand out right now. Puck is hit to Bednarik, and Bednarik kind of shoots it down to try and get possession of it again, but wasn't able to quick enough. And it goes up into the stands. Somebody's getting a puck today. I wish that was me. No, but right now, this is a game of trying to who's going to overpower the other, right?
Yeah, no, just a lot of physicality. As we saw, we had that fight, which led to a 4-on-4 penalty. And it's just, I'm expecting more physicality with 11 minutes left. And Oswego is really going to try and use that physicality, use the speed, and try and score a goal on Hawthorne.
Yeah, so this line that just came in, Buxton, Mucha, Zemlak, this is the line that really is aggressive with all of their passes, but all of their power against the other team. So I think they're going to really try and gain repossession of this, but right now it's in the Pioneers' hands who's going to have that shot. And it goes off, and it is not good. Barrett makes a hard fall down there, and it was so close to going in for a second. Savnak is really trying to ride the net, make sure nothing is getting past her, but some things are a little too quick for Utica. Pioneers trying to hold down, regain their offense. It's taken away. Burke intercepts that pass. Pioneers looking a little all over the place at this moment. Preston drops, but still is able to make the pass to Van Dam. Van Dam turns around and makes another pass. Muller is right there, along with Maudlin. Maudlin tries to make a save with her stick, but again, unsuccessful. And the puck is now stopped by Savnak, trying to just give them some time to regroup, I think.
Yeah, that was a very chaotic time. Just a lot of puck flying everywhere, some shots put on by both teams. Savnak putting her mitt on it, just saying, let's stop it for a second, let's calm down and regroup.
That's usually the smart move for the goalie to do when you can tell that your team is needing that second, also for other new players to come on. I think that's the best move to do in that instance. Because it's always good to attack, but be smart about it, right? Rylot has the puck, also making her way up the ice. Stick is taken away, really wishing there was a call there. And it looks like there will be.
There will be another penalty. That is Lauren Schell going in the box for 2 for slapping the stick right out of Rylot's hand. I believe that is a slashing call. And Utica can use this power play to really put the nail in the coffin. This is a great opportunity for them to get a goal on. And if they score here, Oswego will have a very, very difficult time coming back. But Oswego has looked great on defense during these power plays, and I'm expecting the exact same right here.
Corbett takes possession after that face-off. Booth on top of a Pioneer. Oswego Laker, making it down. Kirkostas trying to really make herself known as that player to not mess with. She wants to get a goal in tonight. Corbett with the pass, looking for somebody to pass it to, but I think she wants to take this on her own. She's going solo, or she passed it over to the board, wants to go off of it, but it's slap shot away, really. Really going across to Utica zone. Pioneers have possession. Nobody's really in front of Whitney right now, but she really wants to make a pass, and she passed it to Sydney. Another pass, not good. Didn't make it all the way over. Rylot looking open in front of Savnak's net. And it's dumped away once again. Hawthorne is passing it over, trying to make sure that Pioneers are able to get it quickly and fast because it is 7:30 on the clock. Rylot coming in, keeping it away from Malone. Mish also keeping it away from Malone. Puck is sitting in the center ice, waiting for somebody to take it. It looks like there's kind of a dispute there between McGrath, but no call there by the refs. Pass from Barrett. Corbett staying back. Once again, a lot of physicality, but we're gonna pass this over to our sideline reporter, Madeline Cummings, talk to the Corbett family.
Thanks, guys. So I'm over here in the stand, and I'm with Lori and Ned Corbett. You know, something over here really caught my eye, and it's these scarves. So can you guys tell me a little bit about them? Like, you know, you made them, right?
I made these scarves. We got girls on both teams, and we wanted to show that we're rooting for both of them to play the best game that they can play. We're not rooting for a team to win. We just want them both to play their best. So we have Emma's colors and we have Rachel's colors, so we can represent both of them.
That's awesome. And about how many of those did you make?
About 50.
All right, awesome. So what are these games like for you and your family, would you say?
How many what?
What are the games like these for?
Competitive. They're pretty competitive over the years, you know. And so
Very exciting. When one girl does something good, it lights a fire under the other one, so it's fun to watch.
And so raising two young athletes must be a lot. Like, how have you supported them throughout the years in their hockey endeavors?
So they are the fourth and fifth. We have 5 daughters. They all played hockey, so they've watched hockey since they were born, and it's just natural. We jumped in with both feet, and that they've played since they were 4. So they love it, and I love that they have a passion for it. So.
And so organizing an event like this looks like a lot of work. How long was your drive? How'd you get everyone here?
We live in Rochester, so it's only about an hour, but we do have family members that live 2-3 hours away, and they all commuted to make the games to support them. We just spread the word, and everyone loves to support them and cheer them on. It's fun.
Well, that's great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I'm sure, you know, no matter the outcome of today's game, you know, this family wins. So, yeah, with that, I'm going to send it right back up to the perch with Jolie and Lucas.
Thank you, Sydney. Thank you, Madeline. Thank you, Corbett family. Very nice to hear about the sisters and, you know, this being one of the games that they were really excited about, coming all out. So we have over in that corner, kind of trying to get that away, Kirkostas trying to make something happen. But once again, it's back for Pioneers. Pioneers are trying to gain possession. Van Dam, though, does get it, kind of with a missed shot. Also falling, able to still pass and fall. Kirkostas not able to make a move either. Utica is putting up great defense right now. Bednarik working her way down the ice, finding who's open and who's not. Tried to make a shot there, stopped over by Pioneers. A struggle for Kirkostas to get the puck. Using the boards once again. Pioneers using the boards, trying to make it get faster to down the line to get into the Oswego zone, but Savnak is able to stop it.
Yeah, great save by Skavnak. I think that Oswego, with 4 minutes left, they're starting to feel a little bit of pressure because they're realizing that getting a goal on Hawthorne is not easy, and so they're just taking shots, and I don't think they're really passing as much as they should, and they're not really setting up too much, and they're just shooting at the goal without any setup. And that's not going to work when you have an exceptional goalie like Hawthorne.
Yeah, I think Utica is really trying to make those solo shots because they just put up shots like that. But with a team like Oswego, you really have to be able to pass and work with one another, especially against harder goalies. So we have down at the ice, Coley making passes, trying to stay open. Buxton made a pass to Coley when she was open. Corbett over on the ice, but Pioneers grab possession. Kowalski, she's working her way. She's made the pass, and she's trying it, but it is saved by Savnak.
Yeah, that was a great 2-on-1 set up by Utica. They had a breakaway, and it was just the one Oswego player in between Skavnak and the goal, and Skavnak with a fantastic save. She did everything she could. She did everything her team asked for in that scenario, but a great offensive drive by Utica.
Puck is really dumped down, and Savnak really great today, doing amazing up on this board in the arena. We're seeing 24 shots that have been 27 shots that have been against her, but she's made so many saves. She's made 21 saves tonight.
Yeah, great job by Skavnak. She has been just playing really, really well, and Oswego, her teammates, should very be thankful that she's in goal.
One Oswego player just not able to make that connection there with the puck, but still in it. Oswego's trying to work their way. Malone grabbing possession again. Hull staying close behind her to grab it if she passes back, which she did. Over to Shell. Shell makes a hard shot. Not enough, though. Van Dam and Bednarik are in. And the puck goes into the stands. So.
Yeah, a great shot there by Shell. It just blocked off one of the players, Utica. And I think with the clock ticking down, Oswego really, really needs to get some offense going, and I am also expecting Skavnak to come out at some point in such a close game like this, and I think that Oswego will be looking for that 6-on-5 scenario, so be ready for Skavnak to come out.
Yeah, if we see Skavnak inching forward, I think we're going to know what to expect there. Preston grabs that face-off. Hull passes it, short passes over in the Utica zone. Needing some real momentum here with the last 2.5 minutes of the game. Preston trying to find how she can take it away from Whitney. But Whitney gets it away, and Sloan takes it, goes for that shot. Skavnak saves it, though, makes sure that it does not get to the back. Lakers are trying to gain away, try and move real fast away from all of the chaos that might be going on between Utica University and Oswego State Pioneers, Oswego State Lakers. Just kind of figuring out how they want to work their offense, work their defense, really making everything happen for their team. And I think the biggest thing about this game right now is just kind of trying to stay in the moment of, with 2 minutes left, trying to keep it all together, keep their composure, but also keep going, because it gets hard. It's a fast-paced game.
Yeah, there is actually a player down right now. I don't have confirmation on who the player is, but she doesn't look very well, so we are hoping that she is okay. And I will do my best to see who the player is. It looks like it is Erica Sloan who took the big hit, but she is back on her feet, and we are all so grateful for that. She's back on her feet, and everyone here is very glad that she's okay, and hopefully nothing too serious happened, but again, she is back on her feet. Took a big hit, but I think everyone is ready to get back on with play. And yeah, Erica is heading right back to the locker room. I'm sure she will be checked on by her trainer and given the best care, and we all wish her the best.
Yeah, there might be a major for that, so they're looking to talk amongst the refs what the call will be.
Doesn't look like there will be any penalty. Yep, we're still 5-on-5, no penalty on the play, so we are back to regular action.
2 minutes, about 2 minutes left in this game. A game that Oswego either needs to put one more up or it will be the end. Oswego State has possession of the puck right now. Bednarik lets it get past her. Pioneers push it away. And we're repeating it again. Bednarik wasn't able to make that connection, but Kirkostas is on Pioneers, watching where every pass goes, really trying to see if she can intercept it, because they need that right now. Bednarik over, trying to see who's open, and gets past the Pioneer, all pushed against the glass. Bednarik again, trying to get free. Shell with the shot. Kirkostas jumps to get out of the way of that shot. Kirkostas and Bednarik over at the backboard. Couple hard hits there going on. And they're not gonna call it, even though Oswego's bench really wants it.
There will be another penalty on that play. A pretty aggressive shove in the back on that one. So or maybe not. Oh, there will not be a penalty. I apologize to everyone. No penalty on the play. There will actually be a penalty on Bednarik of Oswego, not on Utica. So Oswego will go on a power play, on the shorthanded power play with a minute left, and very, very not ideal, down a goal. So they will have to have Skavanak back in the goal, who did come out, and Oswego will just do their very best to try and hold them off.
Yeah, I know this is not ideal, but really keeping it away from the Oswego zone as much as possible is probably their best option. But it is close. Skavanak is out. Shell made a lot of contact with that board back there, trying to save the puck from being in Pioneers' hands, but it still is. Loose puck, close, but not there. Corbett trying to keep it away, tries to pass to Malone. Malone trying to give it to Preston, but it isn't passed, it's intercepted. Pedone on Shell once again. And Preston making her way into Utica zone. Hull comes right out of the bench and is ready to attack. Hull has possession. Nobody really open to her. She's double teamed against two Pioneers. Corbett with the pass to Van Dam. No, nothing was there. Van Dam makes a shot though, still saved by Hawthorne, and that will do it for this game.
Great game by both teams. And I think the main thing I have to say is MVP of this game, Angela Hawthorne. She played fantastic. Only one goal allowed, and it was on a power play. But other than that, there was no real worry about Angela Hawthorne. She did exactly what she's been doing all season. She saved a bunch of shots, and she played just a pretty much perfect game. And no shade to Skavanak. She played well too. 2 goals allowed to Hawthorne's 1. And both teams overall just played well. A very even game. And I think besides that first period with Utica scoring quickly, I think that it was a very even game. Both teams played great. A pretty scrappy game, a very aggressive and physical game, but a good game overall.
You know, with Utica University having so many people in their conference that are first, it's hard to really say, oh, this was going to be like, I don't know. People definitely would have thought that this was going to be a bigger gap in the score. But, you know, Oswego held their own despite what happened tonight. And this was genuinely a great game to watch. Watching these players go head to head, they were very passionate about this. The Corbett sisters going against one another for the final time. Really, really special moment for their families, but also for them. And it was overall a good atmosphere. I think that something to take note of was the fact that some calls were made and some calls were not made. And Coach Digby and a couple of the audience members here weren't very happy with those. It was very evident by their call, by the yelling and screaming about it.
Yeah, there was a lot of yelling in this game from Digby. He was not happy with the refs, but what can you do? The refs say is final. And again, just a great story for the Corbett sisters, Emma and Rachel. They've been playing together for the last 4 years, and this is their last game that they're going to be playing together. And it's a sad moment, but it's also a happy moment because they've been playing together for so long. And I'm sure that all of the family that is here in attendance and all of the family that's watching here, I'm sure that they all had a great time.
Yeah, Emma Corbett transferred from Adrian College, as we know, and coming from there where she would come to Oswego, they would go to Adrian, play each other there. Emma had 5 goals in her 3 seasons as defense and was able to really kind of make something for herself there at Adrian, but she transferred now and is kind of trying to see what she can do at Utica. And based on today's performance, definitely something's going on where she should be proud of. It's a good work, and the Corbett sisters right there.
Great moment. So happy for both of them, and it's so rare that you see this 2 siblings that are able to compete with each other at such a high level. And it's just really fun to watch, especially when you see all of their family in attendance. It makes this night so special.
Yeah. Rachel Corbett from Oswego gets to stay and play again. She's just a junior. But yeah, that will be the end for Emma Corbett. But yes, thank you so much for watching on WTOP 10. This was a great game, great broadcast, and we're so grateful to be here. I'm Jolie Santiago with Lucas McGarry. Thank you so much for watching.